Hey guys, it's Kristen and I'm very excited because we're going to be talking about Gilmore Girls, a year in the life. Finally, I'm going to be doing a 4-part review in which I talk about each individual episode. This is the revival that we've been waiting for. I watched Gilmore Girls last year and I really loved it, and I was just really happy to hear that they were going to be bringing it back on Netflix. They did 4 episodes, they're 90 minutes each, so they're like mini movies basically. It goes through a year in their life, so each episode is a season: winter, spring, summer, and fall. All you got to do is call. The first episode I'm going to be talking about is obviously the first one of the season. This episode starts out as an intro to everything. The screen is black, we're seeing all the cast members' names flipping by, and you can hear audio from all the most iconic moments of the past seasons, and the last thing you hear is "I Smell Snow," which is Lorelai, and that's fitting because this episode is called Winter. Thus begins our winter journey into Gilmore Girls. We get to see Rory and Lorelai reunite, and they basically said all the things that we were all thinking. You know, it feels like it's been years, it's been so long, and they had a cute little heartfelt moment in the town of Stars Hollow, just being reunited, mother and daughter. In this first episode, we're kind of getting a look at where everyone is right now. Luke and Lorelai are still together, they're still going strong. Luke is still running Luke's Diner. Lorelai is still running the Dragonfly Inn with Michelle and Suki. Michelle is actually married now, and what I thought was really awesome is we got some LGBT representation in there. It turns out Michelle is gay and he's married to a man. They're looking to have children now. He doesn't really want them, but his husband does, and so throughout the season you kind of see him trying to become a person who likes kids. And then Suki is not around. She's doing some type of sustainable gardening type of thing, so she's been on a sabbatical for 6 months, which actually turned into like a year, and they haven't seen her in a really long time, and you can definitely see in this episode that Lorelai really misses her a lot. But they've been having revolving chefs come into the Dragonfly Inn kitchen, including Roy Choi, Rachel Ray, and even Luke sometimes, which is kind of fun to see. Rory is back visiting in Stars Hollow, and so much is going on in Rory's life. She was just in London, she's working on a book, she is trying to get this big interview with Condé Nast. She had this really amazing piece in the New Yorker that everyone's super proud of. She's dating this guy Paul who has the craziest superpower ever. Nobody ever remembers him. And right now Rory doesn't have any solid roots. She has given up her apartment in Brooklyn and she just has boxes of her things with different people. You know, she has a box at home with her mom, she has a box at her grandma's, she has a box at Lane's, at Paris's, and even at Logan's, which is really interesting. Yep, Logan is the ex-boyfriend that appears the most this season. Rory and Logan are still seeing each other, but what I didn't really like about that was, you know, they're both seeing other people. You have Rory leading on this sad sack of a guy, Paul, who she keeps forgetting about, and then you have Logan who's engaged. I didn't think that that was really cool of them, and it was kind of reminiscent of that whole Rory and Dean when Dean was married, which I didn't really like. In the show, Rory is like kind of that prodigy child. She's perfect, everyone loves her, but she does all these things that are kind of the opposite of that. She slept with Dean while he was married, and now she's having an affair with Logan while he's engaged. Maybe these moments are to show that Rory isn't perfect. You know, she might be really smart and everyone loves her, but she's not perfect. But to me, it just seems like she's making the same immature mistakes over and over and over again. Also in this episode, we get to see Emily dealing with Richard's death. That was really tough. We get to see that huge portrait that was in the trailer. We get to see Emily in jeans, which was in the trailer, and that's kind of crazy to see. She is really trying to do all of these different things to just make herself happy again. She's having a really hard time after Richard's death. Emily and Lorelai's relationship has taken a step back since the last time we've seen them. It looked like they were having a better relationship, but we get to go and see a few months back what happened at the funeral. Lorelai was asked to say something nice about her father, like some type of memory, and she couldn't think of anything good, and she just said like a really bad story, and Emily was really offended and upset that that's the only thing she could think of to say at her own dad's funeral. It definitely caused a lot of friction and set their relationship back several steps. We get to see Paris again, who is running some type of fertility surrogate clinic. Basically, Paris is still classic Paris. We find out that she was married to Doyle. They have 2 kids, but they're getting divorced, and Doyle is now a big Hollywood screenwriter. We also get to see Elaine and her husband and what they're up to. We get to see their 2 kids. Their band, Have Alien, is still going strong. They're still performing. And it was cool to see that they're, you know, some things never really change. And speaking of that, we got to see what everyone else in the town is up to. Kirk has a pet pig. He's still working on different businesses. He decides to start an Uber business, which is similar to Uber, but with 3 O's instead of a U. Taylor is trying to get sewers installed into Stars Hollow, and we just get to see other cameos and appearances from the other townsfolk of Stars Hollow as well. It really felt like we were going back to the original, and I think the town itself is so quirky and fun, and that was always one of my favorite characters of the show, just the town itself. So, you know, I got that same warm-hearted feeling being back in this world. How did you guys feel being back in Stars Hollow? Did it evoke those same types of feelings? I would love to know what you think about where everyone is now. Make sure to leave a comment below. I will make sure to leave links to my reviews of spring, summer, and fall, the rest of the Gilmore Girls season. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and click the subscribe button for more videos from me. I come out with new ones every week. See ya!